Hey, listen, everyone. It looks like a really good crowd here today, and appreciate everyone joining. I'm Russell Cannon. I'm one of the co-chairs of the exhibits committee for the AOPA Assembly in Las Vegas this year. Truly do appreciate everyone taking time out of their work week, and especially in the holiday during the summer when so many people are on vacation and such. It's great that you've made the time. Um, this this is a series of exhibitor education events that we've done, and I think it's certainly worthwhile. As I mentioned, I'm Russell Cannon, and Susie Klimek is, I think she's not able to join us today because she is traveling on vacation. So, but Emily, Catherine, Scott, Cole, and are probably definitely here because they were in an earlier meeting with me, and then Rob, I think, might be joining us. I'm not sure. So, I'm going to hand it over to Kelly to kind of kick things off. But again, much appreciated that everyone's taken the time today.
Great. Thank you so much, Russ. I appreciate it. Welcome, everybody. It's so great to have you all joining us here today. I do want to let everybody know this is going to be a very open presentation. So, any questions, feel free to chime in, or I am going to ask if you can keep everything on mute just so there's no background noise, but feel free to let yourself ask any questions throughout, or if you like to raise your hand. We do have AOPA staff on board as well, so they are monitoring that for everybody. So again, welcome. I'm very excited. We're very close to the 2026 National Assembly. We'll be here before we know it. This is just going to be a kind of an overall informational webinar for everyone. I know we have a lot of new exhibiting companies with us this year. So we're excited to have some new faces on the hall. So if you are a seasoned exhibitor, this stuff might be very easy for you. But I look forward to seeing you all very soon, and we'll go ahead and get started. So, location, we are so excited to be back in Las Vegas. We are at the Mandalay Bay Hotel, Resort, and Casino. We were last there in 2017 prior to the pandemic, and we were supposed to be there, but then the pandemic happened. So we're excited to go back. If you have not done so yet, I highly recommend going and booking your hotel room block. Um, the cutoff date for the discounted rate is quickly approaching. It's August 11th. That is just a cutoff date. If we sell out prior to then, unfortunately, you may not be able to get that discounted rate that we have. There is a direct link, which hopefully you all have received in the newsletters that I've sent. You can also locate it on the AOPA National Assembly website. Use that link only. As a reminder, we are not using any third-party registration companies. I know there's been emails that go out. It's unfortunate. We try our best to deter them from bothering you guys, but unfortunately, with no luck, they still find you all. So please do not make any type of reservations through any of those companies. Along that same line, I'll quickly jump in. We also do not sell our attendee list. As you all know, we don't provide a pre-show attendee list. We only provide a post-show attendee list. So if you receive emails from companies about those also are false. Do not engage with those folks. Anytime you question these emails that you get, just feel free to shoot them my way. Better to be safe than sorry. And I can confirm if they are legit or not. Once you are within the Mandalay Bay, all of our events are taking place in the South Convention Center. So I've kind of done a quick little map here to kind of show you a path, the quickest and really the only way to get to the meeting space itself. If you recall, if you were with us back last time we were there, there's kind of like an elevator bank. It's, I think, 3 or 4 chutes off of elevator banks that kind of put you in one little central location. Once you exit that elevator bank, you will see signs that point to the convention center. So you want to follow those signs. Basically, you're not going to go towards the middle through any of the casino at all, really. If you just kind of hug the left wall, it's pretty much a straight shot to the South Convention Center. So you are going to pass by the casino. You are going to go through several different restaurants. A lot of them have changed. There's some great new ones there. I think everyone will be excited to see the new additions that have shown up since last time we were there. Some different different kinds of food, I think is what I'm trying to say. So that's good news. You are going to pass the Starbucks on your right hand side. Once you pass this Starbucks, is really when the convention center area starts to begin. You will see a sign that points to the South Convention Center, which will stay again to your left hand side. You will also see an area that says to the North Convention Center. We are in the South. So just continue straight. On your left-hand side, you will see some windows that overlook the pool area. As you continue down, you'll go past the Border Grill, as well as a barbecue restaurant here. These are, I think, some meeting space. This is new. This used to be the bridal photo area when we were there last. And then eventually you will come to an area here where you're going to take a sharp right, which will take you to the escalator that goes up. Right ahead of you will be a food court. Not shown on this map is another Starbucks. So there are two of them now. You'll see the one right when you enter the convention center, and there's also a smaller one right in this area here too. So for all you coffee drinkers, there's plenty of space for coffee. So no worries about the lack of caffeine. This restaurant here, Citizens, as well, is a great location for coffee and smoothies as well. So again, once you pass that food court, you're going to see the escalator that will take you directly up to where all of our meeting space is together. Everything is located on all one floor. So these are the escalators that you are going to come up from that first level there. Basically, the space that we'll be utilizing on Wednesday is where the manufacturer workshops will take place in Mandalay IJKL. Then we have breakers HIJK, not B. I'm sorry, that's an error there. And then we have this Oceanside E, F, and G. The registration and information counter is located right here. So again, these are the escalators that come up. You walk down this hall here, and you've got the registration area right here on your left-hand side. After Wednesday kicks in all the rest of the education that happens. So this is where, again, the same area. These rooms that were the day before used for workshops will be used for the concurrent sessions. So we've got the orthotics, prosthetic, digital, business, podorthic, technical, and then as well as the exhibit hall is down in this area. Oceanside Ballroom A, this is where the general session kicks off each morning. So as soon as this ends, individuals will be coming directly out of this door right into the exhibit hall. It's directly across the hall from the opening general session each morning. There are set, oh, yeah, go ahead.
We have a question in the chat. I'm wondering if you'll
Okay.
be able to share these maps afterwards.
Absolutely. This is also being recorded. What I'll do is I'll create a PDF of this presentation, and I will have a link in your exhibit portal under the quick links that will take you to these maps too. Great question. I do want to point out too, there are a set of elevators here too. So, if you need to bring anything up, you can always utilize these elevators here. They're going to bring you to the closest area to where all of our space is. Then, as I mentioned, the exhibit hall is right down further on your left, right across from the general session. This is the entrance unit. If you haven't had a chance to take a look at this floor plan on our assembly website, I'll just point out a few specific locations. So again, this is the entrance area here. Right in this area is going to be where the lunches will be distributed from. And then the attendees will walk to the center where the tables will be set up for the food and beverage. This is something new. We've always had it in a back corner. So excited to kind of have that more centralized in the center. Past the lunch distribution, it's not shown here in this diagram, but there are going to be four private meeting rooms set up. They're just draped off. So 10 by 10 private meeting space if you need to, take a customer in, have some quiet time. Again, it's just draped, so it's not super quiet. But it is an area where you can kind of step off the exhibit hall floor for a minute and hold those meetings. I apologize. I don't know why that went. I was not ready to move forward. Well, that skipped really far. One moment, guys. There we go. Oh, I think I went too far. Nope. Okay, great. So right past the meeting rooms here is the exhibitor lounge. I highly recommend you find this location. It is a great place where you can go and just kind of kick off your shoes, relax. If you need to take a breather from the traffic, sit down, have a quiet lunch, take a private phone call. There will be some sofas located in there, some beverages throughout the day. So please be sure to visit that lounge if it's needed. In front of the exhibitor lounge here, this is going to be the Freeman Service Center. So this is where you're going to want to go during the on Tuesday and Wednesday during setup if you need to speak with them about your shipment or order any additional needs. You can do so from that area at the Freeman Service Center there. Back left is the product preview theater. Those presentations, again, will take place every half hour on Thursday and Friday. They will be announced. We have some volunteers from IIOP that are happy to volunteer, and they are going to be announcing each presentation before they take place. And then to the left of the product preview theater, we have the poster showcase area. So this is where the posters will be set up. You have the poster presentations will take place that Thursday evening from 5:30 to 6:30 in the exhibit hall. So be sure to stop by and take a look at all the exciting presentations that were submitted for the poster presentation. How are we doing, Ashley? Any other questions right now? Or are we good to go?
No others. You're good.
Okay, thank you. Okay, now we'll kind of move along to the pre-show. So, it's about to take place. You're almost all set, and hopefully your shipment's underway. First thing you want to do is register your booth staff. If you haven't done that, I highly recommend doing that as well. Hopefully, as you all know by now, with each of your 10 by 10 space that was purchased, you received two complimentary full conference exhibitor registration badges. These full conferences registration types give you access to everything. You're able to go attend any sessions. You can receive CE credits. It includes the welcome reception ticket. It also includes your lunch tickets as well. So once you have used your complimentary registration badges, it will then take you to discounted registration rates. So again, once you've used your complimentary ones, which you want to do first, so when you first log on to sign up, it will ask you your booth number and your zip code, and that will make sure it gives you the discounted rates for being an exhibitor. Again, you want to select the complimentary registrations first. Then once those are done, you will have two different options to choose from. You can purchase additional full conference registrations, which again give you the access to the education section, CE credits, welcome reception, the meals, CE tracking, I think I said. You'll want to do the exhibitor staff full conference. The other option is just exhibit hall only registration. So if the individuals that are working in your booth, don't necessarily need CE credits, they can sign up for this option here. This does now include the Wednesday welcome reception. The only thing it does not include then would be the CE credits and then as well the conference meals. So they will not receive lunch tickets. So please keep that in mind. I know when you go online, you're like, oh, it's the lower rate. Let me go ahead and take advantage of that. Just please keep in mind that this does not include tickets for lunch for Thursday and Friday, and it does not allow them to receive CE credits. Also, make sure if you are registering your staff, each registration needs to have its own unique email address. So you can't just use the same email address for each registration individual. You would need their own individual, which The long run is great. Our registration company will send out a know before you go, which will include a lot of important information. So we want each individual registrant to be able to receive that know you can go. So they're up to date on everything that they need to know before they arrive. Okay, that moves us along to another pre option that you want to make sure you take care of sooner than later. Oh, let me back up really quick. I do want to point out for the registrations. Um, Make sure you do these. If you know you're going to need more than your complimentary ones that come with your registration, make sure you make these before July 20th. So July 20th is the early bird cutoff date. So that's when these more discounted rates are available. So after July 20th, these rates do increase. So again, if you know right off the bat you need more than your complimentary ones that come with your space, and you're going to need to purchase additional ones, I highly recommend doing those before that July 20th cutoff date. Um, if for some reason, you're kind of teetering if um, Joe will be able to make it or not, go ahead and make the reservation for Joe. If you need to switch out that name, just contact me and I can easily switch out that name for you. I just want to make sure that you're registering early to get that discounted rate. Okay. All right. Again, along the same lines, sign up early to get the most discounted rate for things. We want you to sign up for things in advance. All of your Freeman needs, if you need to order any tables, chairs, graphics, flooring, freight, labor, make sure you do that before the August 11th deadline. Everybody should have received your link from Freeman. They sent that out, I believe, about 2 or 3 weeks ago with a link to the online exhibitor service kit. If for some reason you did not receive it, let me know. Or there's also a link again within your exhibit portal. There's a quick links area. There's probably about 10 to 12 quick links there. So you can find the link to the Freeman exhibitor service kit there. Um, the shipping address, this is also included in the kit as well. So pay attention to the deadlines, the dates that are showing here. So in order for Freeman to receive your shipment in advance, you'll want them to receive it before September 1st. They'll start accepting it August 10th. So you'll want it to land at that advance warehouse time between that August 10th and September 1st deadline. Um, if you can't have your shipment land between that deadline, the next option would be to send it directly to show site. Freeman will not be able to start accepting those until September 8th. So anything between that September 1st and September 8th, there's really no place for it to go, unfortunately. So make sure you kind of plan in advance on how you're going to ship and when you're going to ship to make sure it lands between one of these sets of dates. How are we doing? Any questions?
There's a couple in the chat. Is there a bulk registration this year for attendees, and do first-time exhibitors need to order from Freeman?
If you're a first-time exhibitor, you should have received a special email just to you all. I think it was sent early last week. Your first-time exhibitor package comes with the basic setup for you. So you do not need to order your carpet, a 6-foot table, or 2 chairs, and a wastebasket and a sign. That will already be ordered for you. It should be there by the time you arrive. If not, you can always go to that Freeman service desk that I pointed out and kind of get an idea of when it should be there. But you do not need to order any of those items that came with your booth setup. Now, should you need electric, you'll need to order that. Cleaning, you'll need to order that as well. If you need, more shelving or anything like that, that is what you will want to order through Freeman. But your basic setup, you do not need to do. If you have I think the other question was about registration, a large quantity of them, you will see you can actually register them right in a row. Once you put through the first, again, it'll ask you for your booth number and your zip code. You'll put in the first individual. It will ask you if you want to add an additional one. So you can keep adding. It will keep track of it manually of your comp one. So if you're putting in five individuals and you get two comps, once you've put in that second one, you'll notice when you go to do the third, the zero option will be gone. So the only two options that will then show are the discounted rate options. I hope that answered that question. Okay, just a few more important dates too, along with the Freeman. We have the convention center. So Freeman does more of like the booth logistic items. But if you do need electric, plumbing, internet, telephone, you will want to contact the convention center. There is no Wi-Fi in the exhibit hall. It's only in the public spaces. So if you need internet for your booth, you will want to contact the convention center. The convention center order forms are all within that Freeman exhibitor service kit. So they've gotten together with Freeman, so it's a one-stop shop. So everything that you need to order, convention center items, the table and chairs from Freeman, even the SBL, which is our AV, official AV company, all of their forms and links can be found in that one Freeman exhibitor service kit. Lead retrieval. This is through Omni Event, which is Lou. Most of you know who Lou is. So if you're looking to do a lead retrieval, that information can be found within the Freeman kit. Also, it's in the quick links in your portal as well. So if you do want to order that, make sure you do that by the 12th of August. And for SPL, again, they're our official AV company. So one item is if you are doing a manufacturer's workshop, you're going to be receiving an email probably either by end of day tomorrow or beginning of next week. It's going to provide your meeting room location, as well. It's going to come with the AV forms for your workshop. Again, we'll provide the basic setup, a screen, LCD projector. But if you are looking for speakers, microphone, anything like that, I don't think any of the rooms really need speakers, but if it's something you would like to provide, the order form for the workshops will be included in that link. Also, if you need monitors or computers, something at your booth, there is a separate link for any exhibit booth AV needs that you would need. But again, those are all going to go through SVL, audiovisual.
Ellie, there's another question.
Sure.
If we have just a few boxes, should we ship to Freeman on site starting for a 9 8 arrival or just send to the staff person at the hotel?
Either way, if you do send to the hotel and for the, I can't think offhand if, actually, is it FedEx or UPS?
It's
Um,
FedEx.
it's FedEx. So if you send to the hotel, you're still going to have to pay a drayage when you get it. I think, you can send it to them, but they'll charge you a drayage storage fee. Whereas if you send it to Freeman on site, you'll still have that drayage fee, which is basically a fee for them to bring it to your booth itself. So you can do that. You can send it to your own attention. But usually when that happens, when you send it to the hotel to your own attention, it's going to go to that FedEx center. They're just going to direct you to that area. So whichever is easier, if it's one or two boxes, that might seem like the simplest thing to do, but if you do have something larger, I would recommend having it go to the on-site starting on that September 8th morning. Okay. Joy in our marketing department has put together a lovely marketing toolkit for you guys. So hopefully you guys will take advantage of this. I know a lot of you have some great social media presence. So hopefully you'll take advantage of these items that Joy put together for you. We have a we're exhibiting banner. We have a we're sponsoring banner. We've included some the posts that are already, worded for you. Joy made it very simple for you, so all you need to do is fill in your booth number. So if you need anything additional in regards to this, just let me know or reach out to Joy. Again, this marketing toolkit can be found in your quick links in your exhibitor portal. But again, always send me an email if that's just easier for you. All right. right. So on our website, hopefully again you've seen it on our National Assembly website, you can actually take a look at the schedule. You can take a quick peek, see all the education that's happening. There's also a tab that says 2026 exhibitors. So when you signed up to exhibit, you were sent a login and access key information that takes you to the exhibit portal that I've been speaking about. Within that portal, this is where you can put all the bells and whistles on your listing. When they go to our website and they click on the 2026 exhibitors, this is what they'll see. They'll see the list of the name, they'll see your logo if you've uploaded it, and then once they've selected an actual exhibitor's location, it'll pull up more information. So you're able to put in product categories. You're able to put in a brief description of your company, all of your social media links, your website, your contact information. So it's really you can actually it's not showing in here, but you can upload a PDF as well. So make sure you access this. It's fairly easy. Again, if you can't find the email that had your access code in your email, just shoot me an email and I can get that right out to you. But this is yours to do with and to put bells and whistles on as much as you'd like. So hopefully you're all taking advantage of this opportunity. Okay, the schedule and special events. I'm going to have a little help once we get to in the special events. Russ is going to chime in, but I'm going to go ahead and start with the schedule. Hopefully most of you have seen this as well. Exhibitor move-in will start on Tuesday, September 8th. Registration will be open at noon, so you will need to get your badge in order to access the exhibit hall to start setting up. Exhibitor setup will be open till 5 p.m. On that Tuesday. And then again, Wednesday morning, it will open up at 7 a.m. and the hall will close at 3 p.m. The hall will close at 3 p.m. basically, so Freeman can get in, they can remove any of the skids, the trash, they can vacuum, get the hall nice and pretty. For the welcome reception, that will take place starting at 5:30 p.m. That evening. That's the Welcome to Las Vegas welcome reception. We'll talk about that a little bit more in a bit. So that will run from 5:30 to 7:30. And then Thursday, the hall will be open from 9 to 6:30. And then Friday will be from 9 until 4 p.m. Uh, Move out will start at 4 p.m. and will go through 10 o'clock. Normally, everybody is pretty much out. I think last year everybody was out by 10, maybe one company was left. If you do need additional time, especially some of you larger booths, you can come back Saturday morning and access the hall from 7 to 11. We just ask that you do have everything done and ready to be packed up and picked up by 11 a.m. that next morning. As I mentioned, the hall will be open till 4 p.m. on that Friday. Please try to stay open till that 4 p.m. time. We like to have the hall open and no tape ripping. It's just more attractive for those folks that are still coming in. Nothing is worse than them walking around 3:15 and they see people packing up. They will then leave. So we don't want that impression that we're closing early. So really would like everybody to try to stay till 4 p.m. If there is some sort of emergency or you need to break down before that, please reach out to me directly. With these times shown, hopefully everybody, Vegas is pretty easy airport to get in and out of. So hopefully everybody's been able to plan their flights accordingly to follow along these timelines. You'll see over to the right, we have a total of 11 hours of unopposed time. For those that are familiar with that term, unopposed time is when there's absolutely nothing else going on. So there's no other education. So these are the times when everybody will be in the hall. So these times may be helpful for you to planning for staff inside your booths. These are going to be the busiest times. So plan accordingly for that.
Kelly, there's another question. Can one person
Okay.
pick up all badges for the entire?
Um, we don't like that. Preferably if there's some circumstance where you must shoot me an email and I can try to plan that in advance with Lou. It just gets a little tricky because sometimes those individuals don't know that their badge is being picked up. So then they show up and then they give their name and they don't have their badge and they can't get in the hall. So we kind of try to stray away from doing that. But if that is something that needs to be done, just reach out to me directly and we'll see what we can do for you. All right. See? Okay. I'm going to kind of turn it over to Russ. He's going to chat with you about three of our fun exhibit hall events that are taking place this year.
Right on. Okay, so again, we're all exhibitors here, so we're all in the same team, so to speak, and we're all have the same objective, which is to make this a successful assembly. And from our perspective, particularly, I think what we want is as much traffic in the exhibit hall as possible. So one of the things we're doing for the welcome reception at on Wednesday night, it's basically a uh, a Vegas themed spirit contest, if you will. The idea being that, come up with your best, most creative way of either outfitting your booth or outfitting your person in a Vegas theme. And there's a little bit of bragging rights to this, but the idea is like have something that really gets people excited. The attendees theoretically will have a way to vote on who the best in show is. And the idea, again, is to just give it a little bit of extra life. We've done this in the past. We did it in Indianapolis, where we did a theme, like a spirit sports team theme, and there were some really interesting, creative, and fun things that were done there. And I think Vegas gives us an opportunity to do something similar here. I would encourage everyone on this call, particularly since you're in a role where you have a lot of influence on what takes place in the exhibit hall, to try and come up with your team to do something because these things are always best if you get a lot of people participating. So don't take that high school apathetic approach to things. Like be involved, have some fun with it. It can be really fun. So and it doesn't necessarily have to be costumes. It could be themes within the booth, giveaways, like a little roulette wheel, something along those lines. But something along like in that spirit is something we're looking for in that regard. So please consider that as best you can. And another thing we're doing, and this one I have a really great enthusiasm for in terms of I think it's great value, which is the AOPA jackpot scratch off. And this is staying with the gambling theme, no doubt, but we all know those little scratch tickets you can get and win 25 or $100 or whatever. The idea is we're going to have those, and they're going to be handed out to the attendees only, as they leave the general session. And then they would scratch them off, and they would, hopefully, many will win prizes. And what makes this really great is your level of participation is dictated by you. We want the prizes to have real value, but it doesn't have to be off the charts value. It could be a $25 value, for instance. And your level of participation can be similar. Like, so you could have 30 prizes of $25 value, so you're all in for that for about $750. And what's really extra great about this is that when the participant scratches off the ticket, they come to your booth to pick up the prize, and you decide what the prize is. So we've heard some good ideas, some t-shirts, tumblers, like Yeti style tumblers, something as simple as casino chips. Just go to the casino before the show starts, pick up 50, $25 chips, that type of thing. And then when they come over and say, I'm a winner, you hand them a chip. Um, I, I thought there was another great idea was when whoever had it, congratulations to you. It was like the shakers that you for cocktails, and I'm sure they're going to be branded, logo branded. What a inspired idea for something like that. But this is the type of thing. If you're not participating in that, in this promo, I think you're missing an opportunity because, again, you're probably giving something away in your booth already. Why not go ahead and make it the type of thing where you really have to push the traffic into the exhibit hall, into your booth in order to collect it, and they feel like they've won something. So that's a really just don't miss this opportunity. But you do have to sign up in advance. Let Kelly know. your level of participation. In other words, how many winners there will be and the approximate value. So, and just if you check back on emails she has sent to you already, you should be able to get some information. But if you need any more, either contact Kelly. You can certainly reach out to me too. And then moving on.
Yep.
The last one in this, we did this last year. It was actually pretty well received. It's the second annual Best in Show. In this one, I get it. Not everyone can participate because there's a little unknown variable to whether you are launching a product or have recently launched a product or will be within before the end of the year. But if you are, if you have a new product that's going to has either recently launched or will launch before the end of the year, you should absolutely participate in this promotion because for a really low cost value, you get all sorts of additional visibility within the exhibit hall, within the program, within the web, the app, that type of thing. So if you have a new product coming out, absolutely reach out to Kelly, get signed up for this one. I happened to had a new product coming out last year, and it was great with the people coming over and asking about it. And I think we fine-tuned it to the point where it's going to be even better and more effective this year. So these are all great promotions that are geared 100% to get traffic into the exhibit hall and enthusiasm from the attendees to the exhibitors. So uh, don't sleep on any of these. Do your best to take an opportunity to participate.
Mm, great. Thanks so much, Russ. And again, in all these items, the best in show, as well as the jackpot scratch off. Links can be found in your quick links in the exhibitor portal. But again, I'm happy to send those along to sign up. Those are the only two you do need to sign up for these in advance. The welcome reception, the contest, the spirit contest, no need to sign up in advance. Just show up in your fun gear. Um, so,
Kelly,
all
there are a
right.
couple of questions related. One is
Oh, yeah.
for the theme event, is there a limitation on who can set up the booth theme, or does Freeman need to be able to set up the theme in the booth? Uh, I think you might have more insight, but I think it depends a little bit what you have in mind. If you do something that's relatively low key, that's kind of integrated into the booth, you probably can do it on your own. But if you need something a little more involved, Freeman may kind of insist on being involved. But your input on that, Kelly?
Yeah, I mean, I think if you're, the themes really could be, when we were in Indy, AOPA got baseball shirts and it had just AOPA on the back of it. So it's not necessarily like booth specific to where you need to have Freeman build you a mini Eiffel Tower in your booth. You don't need to have them involved at all. They can still just do your normal standard carpet, table, chairs, electric, all of the normal booth essentials. But for this contest, it's basically whatever you want to bring in. You could just again, you can hand out poker chips again. You could have somebody dress up like Elvis. And there's lots of websites out there. There are tons of costume locations. If you Google costumes in Vegas, so you could really get some fun. You could have some showgirls, have your vice president of sales dress up as a show guy, show girl, in your booth. So it's really all of what you want to make it. You could even just order food. That's something else I don't really have in here, but if you're interested in providing food and beverage in your booth, I can get you in contact with the convention center. Again, no outside food and beverages allowed, which is pretty standard at most convention centers. But you could, I don't know, peanut butter and what did Elvis peanut butter and marshmallow sandwich or something. Anything that's kind of fun, Vegasy, dealers, that type of thing. So not necessarily booth needs to be done up large to represent Vegas, if
Right.
that helps.
And then, Eric, I'll come back to your question in 1 minute. But for the booth setup, because there's another question from Wendy, for booth setups, we're planning on using our own pop-up backdrop.
Mhm.
That can the staff set that up, or does Freeman Labor have to do it? In this situation, staff can do it, correct, Kelly?
Yes. Absolutely. Yeah. As long as it's basic, you don't need to, you can do it. It is union, but you are able to set up basic things yourself. Obviously you can't, bring in, uh, I don't know, I'm trying to think of like a running machine or something to that nature. But if you're just, you can set up the booth yourself. You do not need to have Freeman to do that. Of course, if you have an island booth, they need to do the rigging, they need to do all of that. But if it's basic pop-up banner in the back, you're able to do that. You can bring in those items to set up yourself.
Right. Um, yeah, the question was a balloon arc. What do you think on that?
I will have to check. Convention centers are very picky about balloons, especially if there's helium involved. Usually it's not allowed, or they basically make you sign your children's life to them. Just not really, you know what I mean? Because if a helium balloon gets let go and ends up in the rafters, it takes quite a bit for them to go up and get those down. If there's no helium involved, it's a possibility. Who asked that? I can double check and get back with you. Sorry, I can't see the
Yeah,
question. So,
no helium. It would just be like an Amazon inflatable electric. I don't know. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, just regular air.
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, let me check. And again, I'm sorry, I can't, who is asking? I can't see who's asking. I have it turned off so
Sorry,
I can.
Francis Thorpe.
Uh, oh,
Yep.
Francis. Okay.
Thank you.
All right, Francis. I will double check and let you know.
Okay,
I
I have
just
one
want to make
more,
Thank
and this
sure.
you. Thank you.
I'm gonna circle back a little bit. So Eric asked if there's a limit to the participation in the scratch off.
Um, there is no, if you want to do two items, that's okay. I mean, obviously, I don't think anybody would want to do like 5 to 10, but if you want to do two different giveaways, sure, I'm okay with that.
I don't know
I
if
was
that's the spirit of that question. Eric, do you want to
Yeah.
clarify?
Yeah, just like
Oh, okay.
does it get full? Like if so many
Oh,
people sign
oh,
up.
no, yeah, I mean, we are looking for people, just to kind
Okay.
of give you, I mean, right now I have 14 companies have signed
Oh,
up. That totals close to about 190 giveaways. So the overall spectrum right now, that's not a lot of gifts. You figure if we're handing them out to all the attendees as they exit the general session. We're also going to promote it throughout the day through the push text through the mobile app saying, be sure to, if you didn't receive a scratch off at the, opening session in the morning, to stop by the info desk to pick up one. So, we're really going to promote it and make sure people do scratch off so they can go and pick up their prizes. Yeah, so there's really no limit. As many people as we can get, I think the better the fun would be.
excellent.
Right.
We're trying to
I mean,
figure this
our
out. I know
intention
there's
would
a
be,
deadline on that, but we're just figuring out what
Oh,
to
so yeah,
do.
I mean, at least a deadline, I would say, because I do need to order the tickets. So, if this is something, I would say at least by the end of the month. I mean, let's say July 31st,
Okay,
as the end cap to sign up.
perfect.
right. Just, yeah, again, maybe the logistics, just so we understand. Basically, they would get the scratch ticket, they would scratch it, and it would say something to the effect of, you're a winner, go to College Park to receive your prize. Correct,
Yep,
Kelly? Is that
yep. Yeah, so when they scratch off, it'll say, it's gonna kind of be like a slot machine. It'll say College Park, booth one, College Park, booth one, College Park, booth one, or it'll say, sorry, you're not a winner. Um, yeah,
perfect?
So it won't say what it is. It'll just say come to the booth and you can.
it'll say, come to the booth to pick
Okay,
up your prize. Yeah,
cool.
unfortunately, they're not very big. I mean, they're bigger than, say, the 7-Eleven scratch offs that you get, the lottery tickets. They're bigger than that. But there's not a whole lot of room to put, the actual, prize on it.
Gotcha. Cool. Thanks.
Yeah. Any other questions? Okay.
Looks good.
Great. Thanks, Russ. One last event I kind of want to chat about is if you have not seen or yet, but we have our fifth annual Digital OMP showcase is happening. This takes place on Saturday, September 12th. If you are an organization, a company that deals in 3D printing, any kind of that technology, components, digital scanning, this is really is a win for you. There is no cost to participate for this. There's a little bit of information here you can read here on the screen. I'm happy to send out more. You can send me an email. I believe, I'll say it again, there's a link for it in the quick links in your exhibit portal as well. Attendees will come, they can receive CE credits. There is it's a lot of fun. I don't know if you've ever been around on Saturday. It does take place on Saturday. Again, it's the fifth annual. And if you do have any additional questions or want to sign up, just let me know. All right. And new this year, I'm talking to all you new folks now. If you are a brand new exhibitor to the National Assembly, we have started a new program just for you. It's the Exhibitor Ambassador Program. Basically, think of it as like a big brother. If this is kind of your first time doing any type of trade show, maybe you're brand new to the trade show world, you kind of don't know how it works, you're confused about what drayage means or what Freeman actually does. Let me know. We would be happy to assign you with a more seasoned exhibiting company that has done this for years. Folks on our committee are here to help. I'm happy to pair you up with somebody. Just reach out. We're hoping this is something that will um, kind of continue on as a new program. I think it's a great opportunity. Russ, I don't know if you have anything you want to say about this, but I haven't had any takers yet, so don't be shy. We're here to help.
Yeah, and it's really the intent is to it's informal, but the idea is just to give maybe answer some of the questions that were asked here today. For instance, and if they come up later in time, you might be like, oh man, because like the question Wendy asked about, can you set up your kind of traditional pop-up booth? Is that a problem? And those of us who have been to various cities, particularly know and have that experience, know that, for instance, Chicago is a lot more restrictive than, say, Vegas. And who knows what the other questions may be along those lines. What night do
Yeah.
people go out to dinner? What bars do people congregate at? It could really be anything along those lines. But if you feel like, just getting some of that little bit of industry insight or exhibit hall, like experience, that's the type of thing that's really behind this right now.
Yeah, great. All right. Thanks. All right. And I just want to make sure everybody's aware on Tuesday, September 8th, if you're heading into town early, your booth is already set up. You need something to do that day. We have an amazing pre-show workshop that's taking place from 9 until 5 p.m. There is a registration is required. It's breaking into the U.S. OMP market. AOPA attended the OT World last month in Leipzig, and we kind of did a little teaser presentation of what this will be. We've got some amazing presenters that will be leading the workshop that day. So space is limited. Lunch is provided as well. You can register for this pre-show workshop in your registration when you're registering for your badge. If you're like, oh gosh, I really want to go to this, but I've already registered myself, I've already registered my staff, or maybe my president would love to go to this, but I've already registered him, just reach out to me and we can get you set up and add this pre-show workshop added on to their registration that's already existing. So hopefully we will see you there on Tuesday. All right. We are getting there. Thanks so much, everybody, for hanging in with me. So we're on site. Yay. We're in Vegas. It's all exciting. What's the first thing you want to do? You want to go and get your badge, basically. Kind of showing you where the map is. You want to go pick up your badge so you can access the exhibit hall and get set up. You will be getting, as I mentioned, a know before you can go a few days prior. So make sure you carry that along. You don't even have to wait in line. You can go to the pre-register, scan your badge, and the code on your email that you're going to get to pick up your information and your badge. Something of importance, exhibitors do have access to the exhibit hall 1 hour before the official daily opening each day. So if you need to get in there early, do some setup, set all your displays up, you have that hour before each morning. So when the hall opens officially at 9, exhibitors are able to get in at 8 o'clock. On Wednesday evening, as I mentioned, we kind of clear the hall at 3 o'clock so we can clean it. The hall opens at 5:30 that evening. We will let you guys back in at 4:30 so you can finish any setup that you need to do at that time. But it's important if you could head out at 3 just so we can get everything cleaned. There will be an assembly mobile app. You'll get information. I believe that will be in the Know You Can Go as well. So hopefully you will utilize that assembly app. You can find and review all the sessions, set a schedule. Just because you're exhibiting, hopefully you will attend some sessions. You're going to end up in a room next to your customer. So it's always the best place to start small talk with your customers is in an education class. And then again, the exhibitor lounge I mentioned earlier, so make sure you check that as well. Something you'll be getting information for. This is completely free. We've done this for years now. It is a raffle and product launch board. There's two of them. Basically, you'll see these two sheets of paper here that you can fill out your company name, your booth number, and then the item of your new product that you're doing. Now, this is separate from the new product launch that Russ talked about earlier. This is complimentary. And then there's also the area for raffle. If you're going to be raffling anything off during the National Assembly, you can fill out this form here. And then there are different options for you. You can always send me your form back. Send me your logo. You'll see the different here. I can print off nice color copies of it. I can add your logo to up to the top. If you forget to do any of that and you don't decide until you get there that, hey, I want to run out and, you know, raffle off, a gift certificate. There are empty pieces of paper that you can fill out there on site as well. And again, this is complimentary. This is free advertising for you. And I usually send out an email probably about 2 weeks prior to the show, giving you these two documents. I've actually went ahead. They are available now in the quick links in your exhibit portal. So you can either print them, bring them yourself. You can email them to me and I will print them and bring them. Yeah, so hopefully you guys will take advantage of this opportunity as well. Okay, well, we have reached the end of my presentation. I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing my screen so I can see everybody's faces and then happy to answer any questions that anybody has. Okay. Hi, everybody.
Good to
Feel
see
free
you.
to unmute, or if you want to add in the chat again, let me know. We'll stick around for a while. I'm not sure where we're at in the questions for those who are monitoring it. Is there any
Looks
that we're
like,
missing, Russ?
yeah, it looks like we're set up. We're done. We're
Okay.
caught up. So
Anybody have any questions? No?
look like it.
Okay.
Great.
Russ, any last minute words
No,
or
I mean,
wisdom?
I've been involved in the Open Assembly Planning Committee for I think 5 years now. I Vegas always is a great location to have a meeting. It tends to draw. So this should be a fantastic meeting for all of us. But our participation is key to making that happen. So do strongly encourage people to do their best to participate in the opening reception, the scratch off, and if you have a new product, do that as well. So
Yes, I have a quick question. Sorry to interrupt.
sure.
So, we are having the 10 times 20 booth
Uh-huh.
at AOPA, and I just wondering, I tried to find the height and the requirement for the backdrop height on the Freeman site, but I couldn't find it. So I just want to double check for the height. Is it 8 feet or
Yep, it's 8 feet.
Okay.
Especially if you're an inline booth, Wendy, which I believe you are. Yeah, there's an 8 foot height restriction.
Okay, 8 feet times 20 feet then.
20, yeah, so you have a double, yeah, so 10 by 20, so you can, go 20 feet wide, 8 feet high.
Got it. Okay,
In
thank
the
you.
in the back, in the back side, you do have the full 4 foot side rails that are next to your neighbors that stay at 4 foot, but your full back wall, um, as long as you're an inline booth, is 8 foot high.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
You're welcome. Great question.
All right.
Okay. Well, if there are no other questions, I'll go ahead and say goodbye to everybody. I will see you sooner
Kelly.
than I think, right? And here's
Yeah.
Terry. Hey,
Yeah.
Terry.
Hi, everyone. Just a very quick thank you all on behalf of the board and the staff at AOPA. We are so looking forward to seeing you all in Las Vegas at the assembly this year. Just want to say thank you for being there, exhibiting, and for all of your contributions to the profession. We are really looking forward to all that is to come at the assembly this year. That's it.
Great.
Great.
Thanks, Terry. All right, everybody. Well, I guess that's it. Again, any questions, you know my email. Just feel free to reach out.
All right.
Thanks,
Thanks, everybody.
everybody.